Hey guys and gals, Undead. Know it's been a while since I've done a video. Sorry, just haven't been mentally in the mood to do one. Let's talk about Destiny 2 today and Grandmaster Nightfalls. Grandmasters returned to Destiny 2 and they are some of the worst content in the game. I understand that there's supposed to be endgame content, it's supposed to be hard, do stuff like this, it's supposed to be a tough challenge. But the fact that the stuff you get from them is pure garbage, and the fact that they have so many modifiers stacked against you, it's not even fun. It's a chore to play. It's not good content. It's Bungie's typical way of how I always say that they don't understand the difference between difficulty when it comes to something being difficult and tedious. They just don't get it. This is tedious. Playing with something with match game, a ton of champions in there that are just a chore to play against. The champions suck in general. I was doing the Vault of Glass earlier. Made it to Atheon in like 40 minutes, which is a pretty good time apparently for this game. And Overload champions were in the actual raid itself as one of the mechanic-based areas. And you can shoot an Overload champion and they will be stunned and will still be moving and walking around. Barrier champions are busted because the moment you break their shield, if it's a servitor, they usually teleport behind whatever they're next to heal their shields back up. Or if it's a captain, God forbid it's an Overload captain, they teleport all over the freaking place. It's not a fun mechanic to play against in this game. And the fact that Grandmaster Nightfalls are, you have everything from match game, a contest modifier that makes you 20 light points lower than what you are. It caps you. You also have champion modifier mob, which increases their density by 4 times in the actual thing itself. You have limited revives. You have no join in progress. You have locked loadout. You have a list of stuff, and including you have one modifier that is 6 in 1. There are over 14 modifiers on these Grandmaster Nightfalls that make them an absolute chore to play, just in general. And on top of it all, you put it on Glassway, one of the worst strikes in the game. The amount of people that leave this strike are more than those that leave the strike Broodhold, and what's that one where you're in the Dreaming City? I forgot the name of it. The strike literally takes like 25 minutes to do. It's a chore. And you put it on this strike, and you guys are like, yeah, go out there, get this grind, have fun on Grandmaster, and everyone's like, no, we don't want to. It looks awful. It plays awful. It feels awful. I should not get PTSD from doing an in-game activity. If you did do Grandmasters the right way, actually have some modifiers that benefit the players, because there is nothing in Grandmaster. It is meant to be punishing hard content. I understand this, and I will reiterate, I understand. But when there are no positive modifiers to be had, period, even in Destiny 1, a standard Nightfall had modifiers that benefited you as well. It's insane. There's nothing but stuff that caps the player. There's no small arms or specialist or airborne. It only punches you. And I think they have one where void damage and something else is increased in everything in that strike does. Or they'll do something like how something will have a void burn on it, yet everything in the strike has arc or solar shields to make it so that you have no chance. You have to just make sure your damage is less just to pop shields. It's ridiculous. There's no reason this game should be balanced like this. I've been playing other games lately, and I came back to Destiny. I started playing Overwatch again. I bought the Overwatch, the Game of the Year whatever version the other day, and I'm having a great freaking time. I forgot how perfectly balanced that game is. That game, even champions and stuff that are overpowered are absolutely balanced to a T, because they all have a counter. There's all something and a reason to use them. They all have a place. Destiny doesn't have that when it comes to the way that its game is balanced. It is balanced to not benefit the player. It is balanced to punish the player, because we're stronger than we ever were in Destiny 1, and I still feel powerless. I feel weak in this game. There's a reason my loadout right now has been Energy Accelerant, a Warmind build, and a Sunshot. Because it is absolutely broken. It's the one thing that makes me feel powerful, because I can walk into a room, put 3 shots into something, and just watch the fireworks. I got 3,800 kills on my Sunshot in a day. Most of it was me sitting there shooting Thrall in the Shattered Throne, grinding for keys, and grinding just for Glimmer. But 3,800 kills on one gun in a day, that's an accomplishment because I was having fun. It's a fun thing to use. Builds like that are useless in Grandmaster Nightfalls. And the loot. You have a higher chance of getting prisms, enhancement cores, and a decent weapon or something like that is exclusive to Grandmaster, and it's usually the adept version of said weapon, like a Shadow Price, a Plug 1, or something like that. It doesn't justify me wanting to do it. I always go back to that point with Destiny. Whenever I say that they don't understand the difference between difficult and tedious, it's the reward does not justify me doing it. There's no... they need to be restructured. They're just not fun to play. And they're not supposed to be fun. They're supposed to be a hard challenge. But at the same time, when your in-game content is such a slog, you wonder why no one completes them. Only like 5 to 10% of the community even completes these things. There are people that have hundreds of runs because they carry people through them. There's a reason why Trials doesn't have a large player base, because it's tedious. It needs to be restructured. It sucks. It's bad. It's unbalanced. It's just not fun. And I think I might do a video on something like that. I don't want to spoil it. But what do you guys think of Grandmasters? I think this is the dumbest Grandmaster that they've ever released. I think this is one of the dumbest strikes they've ever released. It's only good if you're trying to get kills in a strike, because I averaged over 200 kills in this one strike usually, on average. And that's usually me using my build. And I will say this now, Energy Accelerant, whoever designed that mod, you're awesome. The mods this season, they've been getting progressively better, and the artifact mod, they're insane. They're ridiculously good. Please bring one back like this, or at least let us keep this, because I only spent, I don't know, a month and a half grinding myself up to actually be able to use these mods, and you just take them away. Doesn't make sense. Or at least make a system so we can keep 1 or 2 mods per season, because I would keep Energy Accelerant and the Grenade Launcher mod, Breach and Clear, because so good. It's so freaking good. But what do you guys think, though? If you enjoyed this, a like and a sub is always appreciated. Hope you guys are actually sticking around, and might actually get back to doing videos. I've just been a little busy doing other stuff, and I've been selling Magic cards, so that's been taking up a lot of my time lately. It's pretty fun. That's for now, guys. Stay safe in these trying times. Please don't do anything stupid, and I will see y'all later. Peace.